Just having a look. Oh, there's fire in that car. Let's see a big flame out the back of it. Unfortunately, whoa, big impact into the wall right below us. This one will definitely go down the wire. Henry Miller comes through on the inside. That has helped Jan van Tonder. He's sideways. Jan van Tonder gets the win. Chanel van Tonder keeping them backed up, bunched up nicely. The lights go green. Bianca Westraat into second, Anuska Landman. Shanae Mew getting pushed out a little bit. Simone Klaasen moves up into fourth place. Bianca Westraat gets the car nice and sideways as she comes in the corner. She's holding down second place. Oh, yellow flags having gone out. Obviously something at the start that wasn't quite to the satisfaction of our officials. They've had a busy evening so far, and be another restart for the Pink Rod final. Once again, under starter's orders we go, the lights go green. Shanae Mew running wide. She has got Simone Klaasen doing battle with her, but manages to get the car up into fourth place. And once again, they chase Chanel van Tonder. Bianca Westraat is second, Anuska Landman third. Then it's Shanae Mew, Simone Klaasen, and Lisa Vosloo getting the car sideways as she comes down the straight, managing to once again get it going in a straight line. Chanel van Tonder breaks away now from Bianca Westraat, opened up a nice little lead. And Anuska Landman hanging on to third place, followed by Shanae Mew and Simone Klaasen. 7 laps of racing to go in this, the Pink Rod final. Has had a busy evening, being raced by Nadia Rotenbach in the junior hot rod class as well. Become a bit of a procession out there at the moment with Bianca Westraat in second place, followed by Anuska Landman, Simone Klaasen, Shanae Mew and Lisa Vosloo. Whoa, big contact there into the wall. Shanae Mew, and she's Simone Klaasen managed to get going again. Just having a look. Oh, there's fire in that car. Let's see a big flame out the back of it. Right, the white flag has gone out, so the next time the cars come around, as soon as the green lights light up, we will be good to go racing again. 5 laps left in the heat, I mean in the final. Chanel van Tonder leads Bianca Westraat, then it's Anuska Landman, Shanae Mew, Lisa Vosloo and Simone Klaasen waiting for the lights. Oh, Lisa Vosloo on the inside of Simone Klaasen. Oh, Klaasen going around, makes up one place. Turns around again. Unfortunately, whoa, big impact into the wall right below us. Having to take evasive action to avoid the spinning Shanae Mew. Lisa Vosloo in the 163 car, taking evasive action to miss the spinning Shanae Mew. He's got it wrong, and big impact, head first, straight front into the wall. Slabbert and Jakub Pito. Kenzo Barnard needs to get away quickly and manage to get a clean break. Tian Willifant getting slightly boxed in there alongside Francois Engelbrecht. Barnard goes very slow, sideways, into the wall he goes. Kenzo Barnard running onto the infield, got the car slightly out of shape, and then fortunately drifted across and got helped along into the wall. Looks like he got boxed in on the first corner, got forced to run on the infield, and then basically became a passenger. Got slid sideways and then got turned around and helped into the wall. We should be good for a restart. Still 9 laps of racing. Ruan Mostert alongside the 98 car of Francois Engelbrecht. Peter Leroux behind them alongside Tian Willifant. And then it's Wesley Slubbert. And last but not least, Jaco Pito. Oh, brilliant start there from Francois Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht getting away nicely. Gonna go around the outside. Oh, Tian Willifant getting that car slightly sideways, but showing that he has got the longer legs down the straight. Ruan Mostert later on the brakes, so brilliant move there. Hanging on to the lead. Engelbrecht getting the car out of shape as he came down the straight. Oh, Tian Willifant, late maneuver there that just went wrong. He's lost a lot of space between himself and Francois Engelbrecht. Got 6 laps left in the race, and Ruan Mostert has opened up a decent little lead over Francois Engelbrecht. Tian Willifant still very much in the thick of things with Peter Leroux behind him. Then it's Wesley Slubbert and Jaco Pito. Oh, lots and lots of smoke. I mean, that looks like front right. That's the race done for the 98 car of Francois Engelbrecht by the look of things. Tian Willifant in second. In third it is Peter Leroux as they hunt down Ruan Mostert, but I think Morsi has done enough to claim victory here tonight. See with the 777 car getting out of shape sideways as he went into the corner. Hasn't cost him a track position, just allowed Tian Willifant to get away from him. Wesley Slubbert in 4th, Jaco Pito in 5th place. Penultimate lap of the race. Just having a look across at the 98 car of Francois Engelbrecht. It looks like that engine has waved goodbye in a big way. Last lap in the 1660 final. Untouchable out in front, the 95 car of Ruan Mostert. Tian Willifant still running second. Third place it is Peter Leroux. The checkered flag beckons for the 1616 champion of the night. Ruan Mostert comes through, takes the win in a very, very competitive class. Tian Willifant gets second. Third place going to the 777 car of Peter Leroux. He's followed on by Wesley Slubbert and Jaco Pito. Zanku else maintains his line, forces Nadia to run a little bit wider. That's allowed Dylan Johnson to move up into second place. Yellow flags have come out. There will be yet another restart. Zanku else gets away better this time, but it's also once again left the door open for Dylan Johnson to move up into second place. Dylan Johnson just getting out of shape slightly has allowed Nadia Rotenbach to close in a little bit. But already Zanku else extending his lead. Dylan Johnson running a lot wider, a lot deeper into the corner. Watching Dylan Johnson down towards the top end of the circuit, taking the same lines that Kenzo Barnard used to his advantage, going very wide and then cut across the apex, carry as much speed through the corner as you can. Once again gets wide, pitches the car in, carries maximum speed through the corner. The white flag makes its appearance now. The final lap of the junior Hopswap class. It's been another great performance from the 63 car of Zanku else. He has been relatively untouchable here tonight. Dylan Johnson will be second, followed by Nadia Rotenbach in third place. Zanku else takes the checkered flag now, followed home by Dylan Johnson. And then Nadia Rotenbach in third. To the front he goes. We've become accustomed here tonight to see him leading. It's been a long time coming. He has got progressively better and better every time he goes out there. Certainly come to grips with that long slump car. He's now second place. That is Ruan van Vieren, Jean Rusthoff down to third. Then we have got the 68 car of Donovan Kotzer, followed by Sydney for Mark. place man, Ruan van Vuren. Can van Vuren grab that place back? Doesn't look like he's got it. It's going to happen. So up into second goes Jan Rustov. Stretching that lead a little now. 4 laps left. Rustov running second. Van Vuren third. In fourth, the 68 car, Domination. Followed by Sydney for Mark, 242 car. Coming through sideways, Vincent Venter, followed by Jan Rustov, followed by the number 60 car, Ruan van Vuren. They on the penultimate lap of the race, still involved in their own battle. Donovan Kotze and Sydney for Mark. Whoa, we have got a spinner over there from third place. That's Jan Rustov. Suddenly finds himself down at the back of the field. Ruan van Vuren moves up into second place. Checkered flag about to come out. Dominant performance for Vincent Venter here this evening. 3 out of 3 heat wins plus the final. Doesn't get any better than that. Second place going to Ruan van Vuren. Third place is going to go to the 68 car of Donovan Kotze, followed home by 242 Sydney for Mark, and the last but not least Jan Rustov, after that spin, being relegated to the back of the back of the field. So that concludes the action in the V8 American Saloon class. Next up will be the hot rod final, but what a night so far it has been for Vincent Venter. As I said, 3 out of 3 heats and the final. It doesn't get better than that. It's going to be a popular race win. As we said, he's got better and better. We've watched his progress throughout the season and finally bringing it to fruition now. Tickets brought up, so brilliant job there. Nice to see the amount of interest, people that want to go out to Srilanka to watch the Extreme Festival. Thanks very much to each and everyone that brought tickets to go into the lucky draw. The action moves back on. Sean Potgieter getting away nice and easily, but Quinton Ellard up into second place ahead of Sean Goch. Gene Goch behind him. Sean Potgieter has been super impressive here this evening. First time that I've seen him in action. I don't recall having watched him racing before. Come up here and be so competitive. Quinton Ellard having to pull out all the stops, managing to stay with him at the moment. They've opened up a big gap over third place man Sean Goch, 152 car. Behind him 155 is Steve Goch, and last but not least the 154 car of Ramon Ladman. Ellard got very close to our race leader as they head down the back straight. 4 laps left in the race. Maybe just having a look on the inside. Close up on Sean Potgieter, but there's only 3 laps left. He's going to have to make a move. Once again gets nice and close, but getting closer to completely different things. We start the penultimate lap of the race now. Portito almost leaving the door open there, inviting Quinton Ellard. Onto the last lap we go now. This is where Ellard is going to have to make a move. Sean Portito runs wide once again, but this time closes the line down. He knows that he's done enough to win the heat, win the final. Taking the checkered flag, the race win going to Sean Portito. He's followed home by Quinton Ellard. Third place going to be Jean Goch. Jean having got ahead of Sean. And then last but not least, coming through in fifth place, Ramon Landman, 154. Taking a nice gentle cruise around the outside is our race winner in the hot rod class, car number 99, Sean Portito. Let's give him a big round of applause as he comes on to the main straight in front of the grandstand. 10 cars having made it through to the final from the 11 that entered, so proving that this class has got some reliability. Whoa! Jan van Tonder gets numbered on the start. Jan van der Berg right across the front of him. Jan obviously not going to be too happy about that. Hopefully there's no damage. It all looks okay. Front of the car jumped up in the air. It's like Henry Miller possibly got a bit of an issue. And just giving Jan an opportunity to check if the handling of the cars are right. The pointing to the front right wheel, that's where it made contact with Pierre van der Berg's car. Jan giving it a thumbs up, okay. No, shaking his head. But looks like he's going to drive it like that. Got no other option now. Pierre van der Berg pulls back into position again. He gets the warning flag. Cut across the front of Jan van Tonder as the lights went out. Right, the lights go green once again. Van der Berg manages to get away. Around the outside goes Henry Miller. Well, there's certainly nothing wrong with that car. I saw him idling around the circuit. But Henry Miller right up there. Jan van Tonder through on the inside. Once again, Roseanne Janssen, a big puff of smoke out the back of her car. Two Golfs involved in the action alongside the Nissan Maxima. There's a Nissan Maxima sandwich happening there. Sandwich, the Maxima, the meat, the sandwich between the two Golfs. But Pierre van der Berg managing to just sneak away. Jan van Tonder hunting him down, as is Henry Miller. And then we have got the pair of VR6 Golfs joining in the action. Once again, lots more smoke under the back of Roseanne Janssen's car. Henry Miller looks like something has gone wrong there. He's slowed down. Look at the smoke out of the back of Roseanne's car. Jan van Tonder now challenging for the lead. A bit of retribution there by the look of things. Pierre van der Berg hanging on to the lead. Van Tonder goes slightly sideways. It's allowed Carl van Heestien to close up on Got a Fantonda attacking once again. Freddie Smith got it wrong. He had spun. But we're watching the action happening right at the front. This race going to go right down to the wire as Freddie Smith takes another dive onto the infield. Fantonda this time having to look around the outside. He's tried the inside. He's now going to go around the outside. He gets turned sideways by Van Haastien. Oh, off sideways there. Front bumper goes flying off the circuit. Full course yellow. So certainly no love lost in this one. The guys have saved the best for the final. Jan Fantonda gets left stranded on the infield. Hopefully just a matter of push starting that car, getting him going again. We want him to be there right through to the checkered flag. Been very impressed with the speed that the 528 car of Pierre van der Berg is showing. As is Karel van Haastien. Karel with the Nissan Maxima right up there, involved in the thick of the action. Oh, see, Jan Fantonda got the car going. He's slotted back into his place, right behind the race leader, Pierre van der Berg. Then it's Karel van Haastien. Then the 71 Golf of Neville Ellard, followed by Henry Miller. Then Elton Gilmer. Then we've got Jason Mayer, Roseanne Janssen, Nico de Bruin, and last but not least, Freddie Smith. Right, one more formation lap and then we'll be good to go with the restart. Jan Fantonda's front bumper gets carried onto the infield. Car looks like it's got a serious overbite at the moment without its big front bumper. Oh, what happened to our one more lap? I see somebody's going to have a speaking to. Oh, it looks like it's Karel van Haastien that has been sent to the back of the grid. This restart has played right into the hands of the 71 car of Neville Ellard. Watching the lights, they go green. Jan Fantonda was very quick off the mark. Gets his car nicely positioned on the inside of Pierre van der Berg. Argy-bargy between them once again, but watch Neville Ellard in third place. He's going to just hang back and pick up the pieces. Into the wall goes the big BMW of Pierre van der Berg. Jan Fantonda now under pressure from Neville Ellard. Henry Miller is right in the mix, and Elton Gilmer in fourth place. Jason Mayer running in fifth. Jan Fantonda is going to have to pull out all stops if he's going to stay ahead of the 71 car of Neville Ellard. Henry Miller right up there in the mix as well, and not forsaking the challenge of the 98 car of Elton Gilmer. Gilmer now pulls up alongside Henry Miller, drives around the outside of him, as does Neville Ellard around Jan Fantonda. Miller gets away from the clutches of Elton Gilmer. Jan Fantonda pitches the car in sideways. Gets it sideways. Watch Neville Ellard around the outside. He's having a look there now. We've got 3 laps left. Van Tonder is going to be under lots and lots of pressure for the next 2 laps. This one going to go right down to the wire. Jan Van Tonder trying to make that car as wide as possible at the moment. But Henry Miller has driven around the outside of Neville Ellard, but Ellard keeps his line, goes through. I see the white flag has come out onto the last lap. We're about to go. And Jan Van Tonder hang on to take what would be a brilliant race win here. He is going to have to pull out all the stops. Keep it there, Jan. He manages to keep the line. This one will definitely go down the wire. Henry Miller comes through on the inside. That has helped Jan Van Tonder. He's sideways. Jan Van Tonder gets the win. Second place going to Henry Miller. Into the wall goes Neville Ellard. Well, we said that one was going to go down to the wire. It most certainly did. Henry Miller just managing to pip Elton Gilmer across the line there. But Jan Van Tonder desperately hanging on to the race win. Shake of the head there from Neville Ellard. He knows he's just been in a dogfight of note. The moment the lights went out for the first start, got involved in a tussle with Pierre van der Berg. Brilliant job there from Jan Van Tonder. Congratulations, Jan. He knows he... They don't want to get away. Keeping his line nicely. He's forced Chris Burish to run wide. But Burish showing that he can match him on pace, going the long way around the outside of it. Malcolm Else gets it all wrong, goes sideways. Claude Skobinski involved, as is the 82 car. Ian Barnard also dived onto the infield. So, chaotic incident there. Looks like started by Malcolm Else. A rare mistake there from the 85 car of Malcolm Else. Burton leads him round once again. Chris Burish on his outside. Alistair Simpson is tucked right up against the back of Hendrikus Burter's car. They forced him, Burter ran wide. That has allowed Alistair Simpson to close in on them. Malcolm Else comes through. Jody van Zumeren on his outside. Chris Burish into the leaders. Hendrikus Burter runs wide once again. Simpson about to launch an attack. Malcolm Else under pressure from Jody van Zumeren. But Jaco Aylward along for the ride as well. Jody van Zumeren all over the back of the 85 car of Malcolm Else now. Chris Burish managing to break away and extend the lead. 8 laps left of racing. Hendrikus Burton still running second. Then it's Alistair Simpson, Malcolm Else, Jody van Zumeren, Jaco Aylward. Oh, van Zumeren gets turned sideways by Jaco Aylward. Yellow flags going out. Yet another restart. Once again, onto the infield goes the 88 car of Kian Barnard. He decided to call it a night. He has battled with mechanical issues. With Jody van Zumeren back in his place. He slots in behind Jaco Aylward. Going to be a change of positions there, I think. Let's see what happens with Jaco Aylward when they come around now. Chris Burish has been most impressive here tonight in the 77 car. Looks like Jaco Aylward been told to go and play at the back of the grid or back of the field for his part in the little incident with Jody van Zumeren, Jody getting turned around. So Jaco Aylward having to drop to the back of the grid. Claude Skobinski goes through, as does Michaela Kotza. Going to the back of the grid, but he went back a position or two. As Chris Burish gets away nice and cleanly once again. Yeah, just look at the amount of speed that Jody van Zumeren is carrying into the corners. He's got Alistair Simpson on his inside, and it looks like could be up into third place for Jody van Zumeren, going slightly wider. Simpson hanging on to third place. Amount of speed from Zumeren closes in on him once again. Got 6 laps left of racing. And it's still all about Chris Burish at the moment. Hendrikus Burton charging hard, but the action for positions 3, 4, 5, and 6 is reaching boiling point out there. Malcolm Else involved in it. Jaco Aylward, Alistair Simpson, Jody van Zumeren. Oh, sideways goes Alistair Simpson and Jaco Aylward. Reaching boiling point there. Simpson gets the car going again. Going to move back out onto the track. Action hotting up, 4 laps left to go. Chris Burish dominating at the moment. Hendrikus Burton trying all in his power to try and catch up to him, but it's the battle behind him that is really enthralling the crowds. Malcolm Else, Jody van Zumeren, Alistair Simpson, Jaco Aylward really involved in a massive battle. Field's going to be closed up once again. Chris Burish hoping to get away cleanly once again, and he managed to do it. What it has done is afforded Malcolm Else the opportunity to come play along with him as well. Chris Burish Hendrikus Burton, Malcolm Else, Jody van Zumeren, Alistair Simpson, and Jaco Aylwood in Eastall. Anybody's game challenging for the lead now. Hendrikus Burton through on the inside. Burish, they say rubbing is racing. Well, they're certainly rubbing up against each other a lot. But it's Burish still with the advantage. Hendrikus Burton running second. Malcolm Else third, Jody van Zumeren fourth, Alistair Simpson fifth. Jaco Aylwood in sixth place. We've got 3 laps of action-packed high drama happening right here in the 2.1 modified challenge. Chris Burish breaks away slightly, but Hendrikus Burton having none of it. He's going to keep attacking. Malcolm Else still in third place, followed by Jody van Zumeren, Alistair Simpson, and Jaco Aylwood. Round the outside goes Hendrikus Burton. Chris Burish defends his line once again. We are about to start the last lap of the race. Hendrikus Burton going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. This one could get nasty, could end in tears. He's managed to get past, but he fights straight back, does Chris Burish. This one will go right down to the wire. Chris Burish versus Hendrikus Burton. It's Burish who wins the race. Hendrikus Burton gets second. Then it's Malcolm Else, Jody van Zumeren, and Alistair Simpson, followed by Jaco Aylwood. That has to be one of the best 2.1 modified races that I have had the pleasure to commentate on. Oh, Michaela Kotzer crossing just ahead of the 52 car of Wynand-Strydom.